my ears.
See if anyone's
We're
watching.
so happy to see you, Alicia.
That Abby loves you. She was sitting there. Look at this fog. It's going to burn off by midday. That's what they're saying.
By midday, and we're going to be home at 1.
Yeah, that's all right. Morning, mates. Apparently, the coyotes are getting a little bit heavy down south.
We got to watch the dolls.
So we need to go down and have a look. Morning, whoever you are. We're going in. It's foggy at the moment, but it's supposed to burn off around about midday. CJ.
Hi, CJ.
We've got Alicia with us this morning. With us. What did I say?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. So anyhow, we're going fishing. I got a report from the 50s that there's a female nilgai dead on the beach that's been torn up by coyotes. I saw a video of that nilgai about 2 weeks ago, and it was a big one. Now, there was a video of a stag being chased in the water with 2 coyotes looking over the dune at it. So there is an upturn in stuff being. There's a lot of coyotes down there at the minute. Let's put it that way. But anyhow, we're gonna.
And they're hungry.
Yeah, we're gonna go south. And what dying off, or then they don't produce as many. Apparently, if coyotes get in a situation where there's plenty of food and that they breed maybe 3 or 4 times a year. I'm not sure what it is, but it's quite a lot. And if they find themselves in a situation where it's famine, they cut back on the amount of times they're breeding. But there's a lot of coyotes down there at the morning. At this moment. Morning, Samantha. So here we go. It's a little bit foggy. As I said, it's supposed to clear. Wind is going to max out at about 20 miles an hour, apparently, from the southeast. We've got to get back by about 1 or 2-ish, because we've got to smoke some ribs for this evening. But I'd like to get down and see that dead nilgai, just to see what it looks like and see what they're eating on.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I was just thinking about it. We've got a geneticist, a curriculum director, and a dyslexic, and you've got to guess which one's which. Why did you laugh? Anyhow, the 3 of us are going fishing, and you're welcome to join us. We're going to keep you connected as long as we can. Visibility's at about 300 yards at best, 200 to 300 yards. It's fog when it's below 1,000. Mist if it's above. Anyhow, we're going to go in. I've got 3/4 of a tank, so we should be okay. But my plan is to run into the 50s and have a look. We've been dealing with that park issue all week. And look at this lot.
What? Is it open already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Credit, debit, preferred.
I don't want to go take it to the bank.
They're doing good getting here this early. Let's see what happens now. So we're going to be looking at, people are pulling pomp. You got a water temperature around about 65, which is surprising. Not the big numbers that you get in the 4, but enough to keep us entertain, one or two, I believe. If we do get them, I'll sling them in that smoker with them wrists.
Oh, there you go.
That'd
they
be
haven't
surf and
brined and
turf.
They haven't been brined or
Oh,
anything
right,
yet.
that's a good point.
Yeah. Oh, bad.
Well back giddy up.
Yeah.
Morning. Thank you. So anyhow, I've got a pretty good response for the park, and this is going to be from me, not from me as a member of telling everyone the reason all these changes are taking place is because they haven't got a management plan and never had one. I think we've found 5. So we're going to be showing you them.
And it's mandatory by law.
And you've got to have a plan to have a park. You can't just have a park and stumble around without a plan. And the reason the current superintendent here was because they had a plan. And the plan was to move the money that Florida, the BP oil money, to Florida and reduce the overhead of Donna's program, which was something like 2.5 million per year. I'll find out the exact amount that they were budgeting. So they gave money that Donna had already procured to Florida, and the only way they can implement the particular change that would reduce the cost and overtime would be to ban vehicles from the beach during nesting time. So that's the basic story. And them going on TV and lying as federal employees, I think we can hold them responsible for that. So I'm going to be able to prove that they're lying, and they're very much aware of current management plans that they're denying at these public meetings. And that is something we all need to get behind. But I'll be doing a video on that in the next 2 days. I want to make sure I got it exactly right, because if I'm wrong, I'll accept it. But so far, we found about 5. And there is a rule: if you're running a national park, you cannot run one without a management plan. So there you go. So I'll be doing that over the next few days. Anyhow, I got a good phone call from Dion Hunter. He spent the night down in the 50s. I think he left about midnight. He was down there by himself, and he'd already landed some bull shafts, something else as well. He was telling me,
Yeah, he didn't tell me.
yeah, he'll put his report up. So this morning, I'd like to get a couple of reds if possible.
Car. I think it's a car.
If any of you got any questions that I can help you with on this issue about vehicle restrictions, just post it up as a comment. I'll let you know what I know. We've got a really good response from our lawyers. They've put a really, I think it's down to about 9 pages, but it's very powerful. And when I'm going to hand deliver it up here, and every senator, congressman, anything to do with Texas is going to get a copy, I promise you. I was going to get it. I'm going to send it down. The guy who runs this area, this part of the beach, is a congressman from the valley. And he's got a funny name that I can Vicente Giovanni? No? That's Italian, isn't it? Gonzalez.
Vicente Gonzalez, I think that's his name.
Oh, good morning, guys. Catch some reds and pom. We're going to try.
We need a red or 2 or 3.
Now, Ashley's little dog. Ashley's asking everyone for prayers for their little corgi. Let's do that.
She's really struggling to breathe.
Yeah, and Ashley's like been so good, taking her to the beach every day so she can just have beach time. Very sweet.
She seems to liven up at the beach for a little bit. Yeah.
Morning, Eric. I got some plugs, mate. Some of yours. We'll see how we do. Got Alicia and Brenda with us. Better winding the fish in than I do.
That's not true. Well, it is true. It is true.
Morning, Jimmy.
That's not what.
It's teamwork. I got injections in my hand so I can hold a reel now and see how that works. It does, doesn't it? It's gone down. Oh yeah, that was the most painful injection I've ever had in my life. Oh, made that look weak. I'm sure they heard me all over the hospital as I laid there screaming. I had to have 2 of them. And it wasn't the needle going, that didn't hurt, nothing like that. It was when they started pumping that juice, that steroid, whatever it was, must have been in the fridge or something. And it had to reduce the swelling of the ligament that makes it click. And if it doesn't work, they're going there and cut it. Look at the beach anyhow. So here we are, we're coming over the hill.